Isaak, latest release 4.2. What can you tell us about it? I guess you spent a lot of time testing together with development. What's the major highlights?
Well, that's true. There's been a lot of highlights in the new release. First of all, I'd like to thank you for this opportunity to have this discussion with you, to talk about our wonderful and beautiful products, EDAS, and to be able to sit beside you, Santiago, Droll. I really appreciate it. So, back to EDAS, we've got like really nice features, new features in EDAS 4.2 now.
I know, so Mark told me, it's like we can take existing programs from VW, from BMW, and we can import them into EDAS and get like the full configuration with correct configurations. So you can basically, on retrofits, you can take existing programs, import them, adjust them, and then run them, right?
Exactly. So if you have programs already on your machine and you have EDAS now, you don't have to reprogram the whole thing.
Yep.
You just import your existing program.
And the cool thing that I saw is if you import it, it directly shows you where the motions will end up with some frame previews, and then you can adjust, right, with the tool offsets and the base offsets. A really cool feature. Cool.
Exactly.
Mark also told me that you were testing a few additions on robot handling. So apparently there is now support for the Witte fixtures, so 4-axis robots to basically automatically hold. And then there is new features in robot positioning. So can you explain me about the new double-click feature?
Okay, yeah, with a double-click feature. So previously what we had with pick on card was you click on the pick on card feature, then the tool appears in our UI. Then you will have to orientate the tool position. But now you can exactly just double click on your parts, then your robot with your tool attached is perpendicular to exactly where you double click on your parts. Then you don't have to orientate your tool 45 degrees or 90 degrees. It is exactly perpendicular to the part.
Cool. So that means like access to the pick on card is much easier. You can double click from any mode, no specific planning mode to go to. And it seems that we can also click on features now to position the robot directly on top of features if we double click, right?
You know, that is really, really cool, because with features, sometimes you get features from customers, then you have to like go one by one and scan these type of features like how they want it. But now what we have, we just double click on the feature, and then EDAS calculates the robot's kinematics with the tool attached and goes exactly to the feature. So it saves a lot of time in programming. You just go directly to the feature, you press start measuring, then you've measured your feature.
And so I heard that for Witte, like we have like those multi-robot setups with the 4-axis robots, so you can import a part and define where you want to hold the part, and it's automatically going to line the part on top of the Witte fixture, right? So really one-click operation, you say here I want to hold it, and it's going to move the robots into position. Is that correct?
Yeah, that one I would like you to speak more about it, because with the Witte, what I know is you could import CSV, so CSV will show like the positions of
that is true. I forgot about that. Yeah, so we can import a CSV file with the points where you want to hold the part. Based on that, it's going to directly create those points, and then it's going to run alignment to position the robot. So it's like a really nice workflow for the virtual clamping in the future. What are some other additions? So I see here that we have new shortcuts for moving the robot. So I think you can now, with the space key, you can move like 7 axes together and fix stuff, right? So this is much more accessible, all of it, right?
Yeah, so the robot's motion in EDAS right now in the UI, there are a lot of new shortcuts that would help you move the robot. So you have the shifts, the control, and the space bar. Then it helps you align the orientation of the tool, and it just makes moving the robots in the UI extremely easy. Then you don't always have to use only the mouse to move the TCP, yeah?
Cool. I see we have also made some updates on hardware. So Fanuc supports IOs, Escava supports better motion handling. I think there were fixes on the Omron. Can you give me some details about that?
Okay, with the Fanuc IO, now we could like read and write variables from the Fanuc and just send signal directly to the Fanuc robot. using the I/O ports. So if we have a 7-axis on the Fanuc, we could just send the signal to the Fanuc robot.
Cool. And for OPC UA devices, the certification is now automated, so no more manual setup, right? So that's cool.
Oh, that's nice. Okay.
Well, I also see they made some additions on the UI side. So now if you click a robot, you see directly which is the active and the selected item. Can you explain about that?
Yes, so that's a new feature that made me actually happy, because sometimes with the previous one, when you click it, you don't exactly know which robot is selected. So you could program like the whole day for a robot, not knowing you selected a previous robot. When you have 2 robots in your UI, then it's taking the motion from the previous robot. But now you can know which exact robot you are working with. So if you have a factory with about 10 robots or 12 robots, and you want EDAS to control all the robots at once, it shows you exactly which robot you are programming specifically, so you don't make errors.
That's a really cool feature, it sounds like.
It is.
Nice. And we made some updates about the coloring, so it seems like every item now has a specific color, and you can color everything. It's shown in 3D, so much more intuitive handling of everything, right?
Yeah.
Then let's see what else. What new features do we have?
The one thing I really liked was the audience home positioning.
For the tracker. Yeah, that's true. So we added also like the auto homing, etc. So now you can initialize the tracker, send him to a 0 position, so it can wait there, be idle, not being locked on anything. That should be helped with the wear down of the tracker. So this is a feature that we added in general, which is really cool. That's true. What I see is also like switching between connectivity mode, non-connectivity mode. They added some warnings there to support you that you don't break connection, and the stability has been improved a lot for switching between connected state, non-connected state. Can you tell me anything about that?
Yeah, so previously when you are in execution mode, it tries to connect all the sensors and all the robots at the same time. So sometimes some sensors or some robots take some time to connect. So it will be in the connecting mode, not yet connected. So if you try to switch to the programming mode, it loses the connection. That causes connection failure. But now, before you switch from execution mode to programming mode, there is an information that, are you really sure? Really sure that you don't want to wait for this connection to be fulfilled? Then you can say, okay, yes or no. So if you really want to, if you're really sure, just click yes, no, then you stay there for the connection to be connected.
Nice.
Yeah.
And that was done beside all the bug fixes and stability improvement. It's impressive. Really cool. Well, I guess thanks to our application team and our development team for all those great additions, right, Isaac?
The whole team just keeps giving ideas, then R&D just puts in all the work. It's marvelous. It's marvelous at the improvements with EDAS from the beginning to now, and the new features that are coming. Bug fixes, like everything now is so stable, and I really love working with it.
Very cool. Thank you very much, and I'm psyched to see what's going to be in the next release.
Let's see.
Thank you, man.
Thank you so much. Yeah.